Wanna come here so that you
Yes.
What are your names?
Martina.
Martina, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. What about you?
Nice to meet you. Lucrezia. Lucrezia.
Lucrezia and Martina. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the right of animals. How do you feel about animals?
We are vegan.
You're vegan?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, nice. Well, then, how long have you been vegan for?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years ago, yeah.
Me, it's 4.
It's hard. Do you live in Italy?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it difficult to be vegan in Italy?
No.
Not really.
We live in Milan, so it's pretty easy.
Nice. Have you considered becoming activists?
Yes.
Yes, but are you part of a group or just?
I'm part of a group called We the Free, but right now I'm doing just activism on my own. This
Okay.
isn't part of We the Free. So let me ask you this, but give me a second because the camera is a little bit crooked. Capture, yeah. So if you see somebody kicking a dog on the street, do you A, go and join them, B, walk on by, say nothing, or C, just tell them to stop?
I would tell
Yeah,
the person
of
something.
course, yeah.
Yeah. So that means you have activist mindset, right? Because
Yes.
you see, if we're just vegan, we're essentially just ignoring it. We're just walking by and letting other people exploit other animals, right? Whereas if we're activists, we're saying something about it. We're getting more people to think about it.
Yeah.
So let me give you guys some cards. I appreciate you stopping by. You're vegan. That's pretty cool. I usually try to get people to be vegan, but
It's a great casualty.
yeah. I'll give you a card for
Match
both. It's a card that I give to non-vegans normally. So,
Okay.
But if you scan this QR code at the bottom of it, you can find information about chapters in your area. I'm pretty sure there's a We the Free team in your area, and you can join them. And it's one of the best ways to do activism, if you ask me, because they're a bit more lenient. So if you feel a bit shy about doing it, they're the perfect people to start it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and awesome that you're vegan. Have an
Thank
awesome
you.
day.
Have a nice day.
For now, our way of doing activism is talk to people like you are
Yeah.
doing, so it's great.
Yeah. That's what we
But
need.
it's a great idea.
Have a good one. Cheers. Was not expecting. So they stopped by as I was setting everything up. Hello, everyone. They were already vegan. There you go. Let's see if we can have a conversation with the next people. There's a lot of people on the streets today. I shaved my mustache, yeah. And yes, I am a bit tired. Hey, Martin, nice to see you here. Hey, Brett. At least the weather is not that cold, huh? At least it's good weather. You look 50 anyway. That's okay. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. That means I look good. Because, men age like wine, right? So that means I look great. Thank you so much for that compliment. Come give me more compliments, Eric. I love it. Hey, Ben. Nice to see you here. Ben, let's try. We're going to have an hour maybe. I don't know, something like that. We're going to have an hour of conversations, maybe even less, because at 1 p.m., which is in like 45 minutes, we're going to be doing We the Free activism. So let's try to silence almost nobody today. Let's see what happens. Just no silencing today. Let's see what happens. Unless they're like being racist or something like that. But, I guess even then most people are racist and they need to stick around and hear conversations. Hi from Russia. Hey, Lera, I don't know. I gotta go in 20 minutes anyway, says Ben. Ben, you don't have to go. It's difficult for you to be when people are being stupid in the chat. I'm sorry for that. Some people are going to be like that. Hey, Mel and Steve, nice to see you here. What is going on? Well, I'm holding a sign that I'm doing a social experiment. I want to have conversations with people, get them to think a little bit. That's what's going on. I'm in Amsterdam, Museum Plein specifically. You guys want to have a conversation with me? Why is no one talking to you? Well, I already had somebody talk to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Just a lot of people are shy. You guys want to have a conversation with me? A lot of people are shy, you know. A lot of people don't want to be on camera. A lot of people don't really feel like talking to strangers. It's always there's always something, you know. You wanna have a conversation? Looking healthy. I'm pretty tired, I'll admit it. I've been doing so much in the past week. I've only had like a day off for my birthday, and afterwards, otherwise I've just been doing everything every single day, just pushing and pushing and pushing, and I'm a bit tired. I think I need a little bit of a break. How's your legs? Oh. Well, yesterday I was 5 hours on the treadmill. Also, yeah, as I was working. So how's my legs? It's okay. That's the good thing about being on a plant-based diet. You recover quite quickly from, like muscle atrophy, right? Chip, I came across a brilliant quote recently. I am a civil rights activist. So I'm also an animal rights activist. Animals and humans suffer and die in the same. Somebody said, wait, backward hillbilly says, backward hillbilly, okay, that's what it is. I'm not vegan, but I don't go around trying to turn vegans into meat eaters, but good idea. I will be doing this afternoon. Well, backwards, the thing about it is that I couldn't give two shits about what you or any other person is eating. It's about the animals. Hey, you want to have a conversation with me? Maybe stick around here. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
What's your name?
Yasser.
Yes, sir. I'm Chip.
Nice to meet you.
So, yes, sir. I'm an animal rights activist. I speak for the animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love animals.
You love animals?
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Do you think animals should not be treated like objects?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're not objects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that when we put them into slaughterhouses, when we farm them, when we confine them in small places, or even when we don't do all of that, but we still take what we want from them, and when we can no longer take, we kill them? Do you think that's us objectifying them?
Not necessarily, right? I don't agree with all the slaughterhouse stuff and all that, but I feel like, if we take, for example, eggs from chickens and then leave the chickens.
What if we take eggs from a human female? Would it be okay?
Well, people do that, don't they? Like people do, what do you call it?
No, the female gives the eggs.
Yeah.
We don't take any eggs.
Okay, yeah.
from
Okay,
anybody.
but they give the eggs.
Do you think the chickens give the eggs?
I don't know. Probably not, to be fair.
Probably
No.
not. Yeah, because they're not like, oh, there you
Yeah.
go, here's my egg,
Yeah.
right?
I understand your point. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you think you can love animals while at the same time pay for them to be oppressed?
I feel like this is a deeper question than about animal rights, right?
Is it though?
But it is, because it doesn't just apply to animals, it applies to everything at that point. Can you love something while it's being oppressed?
Well, while you're paying for it to be oppressed, right?
Yeah. The answer to your question is probably not, no. Yeah.
No, yeah. So do you pay for animal products?
Do I pay for animal products? Yeah, I'm not a vegetarian, if that's what you're asking.
Well, no, vegetarians also pay for animal products now.
So right, what do you define as animal products then?
Meat, cheese, eggs.
Yeah, I
fish,
pay for animal
meat.
products, yeah.
Yeah. Would you pay for animal products, say, coming from dogs?
No.
No?
No.
No, but you do it coming from cows, right?
Cows, chickens.
So what's the
sheep.
difference between a cow and a dog that would justify the difference in view?
Yeah, I don't have an answer to your question.
You don't have an answer?
Yeah.
Is it just you've been educated in this manner?
Yeah, I feel like a big part of it is kind of just the way you see it is that dogs are domesticated animals, right?
They're all domesticated.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a difference between like dogs and cats. Is the way we grow up seeing them as more domesticated than like cats and chickens and cows and all that.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's an element of that kind of.
How we see them.
Yeah.
But do you think we should treat others based on how we see them, or do you think
No.
we should treat others based on how they see themselves?
I think it should be based on like how I treat you, how you see yourself, right?
Yeah,
There's an element of
exactly.
that.
Shouldn't we apply the same to animals then?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And do you think that then you have a responsibility to not pay for decent products then?
To an extent, yes.
Yes. What's keeping you from not paying for these products, from being vegan and respecting animals?
In all honesty, these taste nice.
Yeah,
That's it.
I get that, but do you think that because you obviously know that there's plant-based products nowadays that resemble meat, that resemble all these animal
Yeah.
products, and there's a taste difference. But do you think that the taste difference justifies the whole exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of an animal?
No, but I feel like, you can try and be as, what do you call it, as like, you can limit the slaughter as much as you can, so like all that organic
zero.
stuff and all that. It should be zero.
But organic is the same, by the way.
But
Organic,
it-
free range, all of these are just labels for us consumers. But for the animals, they go into the same practices and they get exploited and slaughtered at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, would it matter? Like, I guess it does matter to some extent, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a difference. Imagine if you're in this situation and somebody's about to slaughter you. Does it matter that they keep you in a big room or a small room? I guess it's a little bit better to be kept in a big room, but at the end of the day, the injustice is that they see you as a commodity
Yeah.
and that they can take advantage of you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you should see animals that way, like as commodities?
No.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think you should do about it then?
Well, I know what you should do. I'm not gonna do it at the moment in time, right? You should, in theory, cut out animal products, but I feel like there's too much of a reliance in my life personally on animal products for me to just like turn around and cut them all out at once.
So then, right now you're faced with two choices. You can either say that you don't care about animals,
Yeah.
right? Or you can say that I care and I'm gonna change.
Well, I can say I'm gonna change, but like I'm not gonna make an instant change, and me alone is not gonna have an impact on
What
the
if it
whole.
were dogs? Would you make an instant change?
I feel like again it goes back to this whole thing of kind of like how we grow up seeing dogs, right?
But do you just make decisions based on emotions, or do you make decisions also based on logic and critical thinking?
There is logic and credible thinking, but I also
What's the logic behind
But it's-
this idea of saying dogs should stop immediately, but other animals?
I'm not saying
I'll take
anything
it.
should stop immediately. I'm saying there's not a chance that anything will stop immediately. I can start phasing things out, right?
What do you mean? You can right now, if you go to a restaurant, pick the option that doesn't oppress an animal. If you go to a supermarket,
But okay,
pick the option that
but how
doesn't
does
oppress
that?
an animal.
But at that point, right, the animal's already dead. So at that
But you understand supply and demand. You would be demanding it. Whenever you buy an animal product, you demand for
but that's
exploitation.
true,
and
That's
slaughter.
true. But then again, do you not think it would make more sense for us to go one step at a time, for example, rather than just to cut everything out at once?
No. I think that if you're committing an injustice, say if an injustice were done towards a woman, for example, and somebody was beating their wife, just as an example of an injustice, would you see it as then they should just beat their wife
No, they should
once
stop
a week?
instant-
No, they should stop.
it. Yeah.
So in this situation when there's an injustice towards these animals, why shouldn't you see it as they should stop? Like logically, is there any
No,
reason?
logically there is no reason.
So then, do you think you should make this decision based on logic or based on your emotions and this idea that I'm afraid of what I'll be missing out on these products if I don't eat them?
In logic,
Logic, yeah.
Yeah.
So what does logic say at this moment?
logic says you should cut stuff out.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
many more animals should be put in this position for you?
None.
None. Are you honest with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
mean going vegan, huh?
Yeah.
Let me just give you a card, okay? I don't want to press you too much. How about we do this? Let's just do this one thing. Since I don't want to put you in a position where you want to commit to something you cannot. How about you watch Dominion? It's a documentary that shows what animals go through.
Okay.
And until you watch it, you just don't consume any animal products. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
I appreciate
Alright.
it, man.
Awesome,
Thank
man.
you.
See you soon.
Have a good one. Cheers. Falling in love. Those guys are just unemployed. It's a Sunday morning. Sure, some people spend their Sundays doing whatever the hell they want in their life, but some people choose to fight for their animal rights, and all of a sudden we're unemployed because we choose to fight for animal rights. It was a good conversation, yeah. It was a nice stuff. What do you say about all the waste it took to create the clothes you're wearing? Oh, I guess you don't really understand the difference between need and want, but that's okay. Maybe you will at some point understand the difference between need and want. But I'll explain it to you simply. I need to wear clothes. If I don't wear clothes, I'll either be ostracized from society or, well, I can't go outside naked. I will just get fines. I can't live naked outside. And it's also way too cold, so I need clothes. It's as simple as that. Do you need to buy animal products? You don't. There you go. Problem solved. So many of you are so obsessed with me, I see. I see some people over here saying that they really want to see my hair. You gotta pay extra for that, man. You gotta pay extra if you want to see that. Simple as that. You want to see my hair? Pay extra. I love that. It's so funny that when you start speaking about animal rights, everybody will just nitpick everything at you. You start speaking about the choices that we make, choices that we could easily pick otherwise, and everybody just starts nitpicking at you. Why? I guess because they feel so bad about their choices that they really want to make me into a villain, right? That's what it is. You really want to make me seem like a villain so that you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, even if you see me as a villain, you know, that would essentially be you committing an ad hominem fallacy by saying that because of your hairline, because of whatever it is that, like, how you look like, or because you look tired, or whatever, because you look old, whatever else you guys are saying often about myself. Because you say all that and you say because of all those, I don't have to listen to you, that would be an ad hominem fallacy, which is essentially a fallacy where you say, attack a person and you say, I don't have to listen to this person because of XXX about this person. But in reality, the arguments could be coming from a toddler and they could still be valid. It doesn't really matter who the person is as long as the arguments are valid. That's just logically thinking. That's just logical or critical thinking. And if you guys lack critical thinking, that's okay, but I urge you to try and learn some critical thinking skills. Animals lack morality. Predators target the weak, the young, the infirm. Humans protect that specific population. Okay, yeah, that's true. Animals lack morality. Well, they don't lack morality. They do have moral. They just have more basic morals than us. Predators target the weak. Also not true. There have been several cases where lions have actually not killed mothers or babies. They generally just target the older, slow population because that's the easier target to get. It's not necessarily that they target the weak, because the weak would be the babies or the young, as you say. Sometimes they do target the young, it's true. But the thing about it is all these animals do it out of necessity, you know that, right? Like, we don't do it out of necessity, we do it because we want to. That's the difference there. If you were on a deserted island and you had to kill a human to survive, I don't think anybody would judge you over doing that. But if you choose to do that on your day-to-day life, everybody would be like, what the hell are you doing, man? You can choose something else. And that's the whole point of it, right? That's the whole point of it, is that in your day-to-day life, you have other options, you have other choices, so there's no reason for you to pay for animals to be exploited, slaughtered, abused, forced into slaughterhouses, forced into gas chambers, and all that other stuff. And as long as you're buying animal products, you will continue paying, supporting the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of the needless exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of sentient beings. Beings who feel like you, beings who think like you, and beings who don't want to die just like you. It's as simple as that. Chip, show us your blood test result. I only go do blood tests if I need to, bro. I'm very healthy, you know that, right? If I don't need to do a blood test, why would I do a blood test? I don't have money to just pay for blood tests like I want to. It just comes out of my deductible, so there's no reason for me to, and there's no reason for me to prove anything anyway. Let's imagine, just hypothetically speaking, okay? Let's just hypothetically speaking, imagine that my blood work is not very good. Why would that matter? It doesn't matter, because we have empirical evidence showing that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. Even if my blood work is excellent, it still doesn't matter, because we have empirical evidence showing that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. You shouldn't trust anecdotes to make decisions. You shouldn't make decisions based on anecdotes, especially when it regards to scientific or decisions that should be cognitively chosen, not emotionally chosen. But a lot of you just try to make these decisions based on emotions. Like, a lot of you just say, well, I like meat, I like the taste of it. These are all just emotions you feel towards a product, instead of just thinking logically and saying, holy shit, what we're doing to them is fucked up. If you replaced a cow with a dog, would you still be okay with cutting their throat for a needless product, for something you don't need? A lot of you would say no. Of course, then there would be also a lot of you who will, just because you want to troll or be edgy, say, yeah, I don't have a problem. But then, of course, when you would have to put in the knife in your hand, you wouldn't kill a dog. Well, that's just it. That's the brainwashing that some people have suffered, and that's the emotional side of them just going by emotions and choosing to make decisions based on emotions instead of just choosing the rational side, the logical side. It's okay. You can do better. Thank you for being here, Ben. Does the logical side involve a magical being who has created from another magical being? No, I don't believe in any form of God, no. If that's what you're saying. Why do humans think they are wolves, tigers, lions? Yeah. The appeal to being an alpha apex predator is embarrassing and shows your beta reality. The real strength is protecting the weak. Yeah, very well put, Mel and Steve. Yeah, that's the reality, isn't it? But it's just it. It's wishful thinking. It's motivated reasoning, isn't it? At the end of the day, you desperately want to continue doing something you've been doing because it gives you joy. So instead of thinking cognitively or logically whether you should continue doing that, and then making a decision based on should I continue to like you need a bit of emotional maturity to make this decision. But sadly, a lot of people do lack this idea of emotional maturity because sadly, most people are just blocked by this sheer fear of missing out on the products that they enjoyed. But if you take that out of it and you think about it logically, it's pretty simple. Animals don't deserve to die. Their experience matters to them. Your experience matters to you because they're all sentient beings and you're a sentient being. So it's wrong for me to exploit and slaughter you because your experience matters to you. But if I choose to do so, then I would be doing something wrong towards you. It's simple as that. But you know, the more time I do animal rights activism, the more I realize just how much emotional immaturity there is in the world, sadly. Just how much there is. Like, look at this guy. Animals are food. Deal with it. Hey, you wanna have a conversation with me? Like, his whole view is that, hey, I see them as food. I can't explain it logically. I just labeled that. Well, this is the point of contention, brother. This is what we're talking about. Animals should not be seen as food because we have other options for food. Yeah, put 1 if you're a vegan, put 2 if you're not vegan, and put anything else if you're open to conversation. No, wait, put 3 if you're open for conversation, and put anything else if you're an animal oppressor. 1 vegan, 2 not vegan, 3 open, 4 or anything else as an animal oppressor. Also, Pierre Hong is an animal oppressor, okay? Boss Align is an animal oppressor. A lot of animal oppressors, huh? Also, a lot of vegans, I saw. A lot of ones, huh? Yeah, look at those ones. Thank you. Remember to hit that like, everyone. You gotta get those numbers up. Well, we don't have to, but I would like to. See, bacon and steak taste great and is very healthy. First of all, no, you pick the absolute worst foods to classify them as healthy. That is objectively false. Bacon is as bad as smoking. It's a type 2A carcinogenic. It's processed meat. It's one of the worst type of carcinogenic products you can eat. So no, that's you pick the absolute worst. And red meat is also classified as a type 2B carcinogenic, if I'm not mistaken, which essentially means that it's probably carcinogenic. It probably increases the risk of cancer. So you pick the absolute worst things to say that they're healthy. You liking them, I get that. You liking them, but you see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's an emotional thing. It's making decisions based on emotions. I don't know about you, but I'm a cognitive person. I make decisions based on cognitive processes. Hey, you want to have a conversation? Yeah. Based on logic and critical thinking. Bacon is bad as smoking? Come on, bro, that's just a bit of bull. JJ, you don't have to trust me. Just look it up. Jesus Christ. I don't say things here as bacon is really bad, bro. It's just really bad. It's processed meat. Processed meat is really bad. It contains nitrates. Nitrates are really bad for you. You're a brainwashed clown. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm a brainwashed clown. Me, the one who's standing against the norm, is the one who's brainwashed. Me, who's trying to use logic and critical thinking to explain to you that what we do to animals is wrong if you think doing the same thing to other animals or to humans is wrong. Because there is no morally significant difference between the two. And I'm the brainwashed one. You're right. A 40-year-old who dresses like a teenager. Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? If you want to dress however you want. Since when is dressing all of a sudden limited to how people... Just let people dress however they want. Or are you going to police how people dress, huh? Food chain. Food chain is a measurement of how energy flows in an ecosystem. It's not a measurement of power. And even if it were a measurement of power, it does not justify you having power over somebody, does not justify you oppressing them. Might does not make right. Since 2023, all emojis have been made vegan, so all burgers, bacon, and other meat emojis are all vegan versions. Hell yeah, Melon Steve, I love that. You guys want to have a conversation? Hello from Los Angeles, California. Hello. It's a good one. Where is everybody from, huh? Bro, how does it feel you will never make a change? I actually do make a change. It's just you really want to believe that I don't. Actually, about 1,400 people have watched the documentary that I recommended. And out of those, maybe 100 people have gone vegan. So I would say 100 people going vegan is not nothing. But you know, you keep believing what you want to believe.
How are you?
Hey, you want to have a conversation with me?
Why not?
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Sorry?
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Actually, no.
You can be off camera if you want.
How are you? That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, have a good one. See, most people have a problem with being on camera, sadly. That is completely nothing. Well, I'll tell you this, 100 people going vegan is not nothing. That's around 10,000 animals being saved every single year. 10,000 animals. How many animals did you save, huh? Tell me. Bristol, hell yeah, DJ Era, that's amazing. For Jimmy Cooper, you say your arguments are ridiculous. If you believe my arguments are ridiculous, then you should have no problem debating me, right? You should have no problem. You should easily destroy me in a debate. So, you know, just contact me and let's schedule a debate, Jimmy. If I grow my own meat in my backyard, wrong? Or is the commercialization of meat the issue? I hope you understand that I'm not here to speak against against some form of a commerce or capitalism. While I do have a problem myself with capitalism, I'm not here to speak up against that. I'm here to speak up against an injustice. Whether that injustice happens on a big farm, small farm, or in your house, or even in your backyard or your house, it doesn't matter. It's still an injustice. If somebody cuts your throat, it doesn't really matter if they do it in a large barn, your house, or a small barn. It's all still an injustice towards you. Oh, look at that, Jimmy Cooper, with the man with the good arguments. Humans have ate meat since we lived in caves. Oh, that's an appeal to tradition. Thank you, for Jimmy. Another logical fallacy. Let's see if you can make a statement without making a logical fallacy, Jimmy. Oh, this isn't wooden. How often does cancer in animals occur? Pretty often. Why would you assume cancer is a thing of humans? It's such a thing to believe. It's such a weird thing. It's pretty natural, yeah. How is a statement of fact a fallacy? Well, when you use the statement that humans have been eating meat for centuries as a justification against veganism, let's put it this way, as a justification against the stopping of this oppression, then that's a logical fallacy. If you just make a statement in an isolation, it means nothing. But in this context, where it sounds like it's more of a justification towards oppression. If you use a tradition to justify oppression, then that's an appeal to tradition. You guys want to have a conversation?
No, we don't have time.
Okay. How would humans survive without eating meat? Do you expect a wolf to stop eating meat? No, I expect you, who has options, who goes to a supermarket, to pick the options that, don't oppress animals, because you can do better. But you probably were, indoctrinated in a belief. Somebody told you that it's okay to exploit and slaughter these animals, but not these other animals. Hence why most people think that if we did this to cats and dogs, it would be horrific. But also most people then say, well, cows, chickens, and pigs, it's different. It's not. In reality, it's not. They all have a subjective experience of the world. They all feel, they all have emotions. So if you're in this camp where you think it's right to do it to cows, chickens, and pigs, but wrong to do it to cats and dogs, then you have been indoctrinated into a belief that makes no logical sense. Simple as that. You want to have a conversation?
What do you want? We talk to you.
I just ask you about...
No? She says we don't have time.
Okay, you don't have time. It's fine. Are you in Canada? No, I'm in the Netherlands. Oppression how? Have you been to a farm? Yeah, my grandmother had a farm. Utilizing the body of a dead animal is not wrong. I agree that abuse is wrong. And that is not happening in 99% of the cases. Martin, these animals, Martin, I guess you don't know Martin 975, but maybe you will listen to this one. These animals are brought into existence to be used for what their body gives. For example, dairy cows' milk, for example, chickens' eggs. And when they can no longer give that, they get killed. None of these animals die and then they just pick up the body. If that's what you're imagining, none of that happens. In reality, they just get... You guys want to have a conversation? In reality, they just get treated like an object. And as you do with an object, when you can no longer use them, you discard them. And that's what they do. They don't really care what the animal wants.
Hello.
Hey, you want to have a conversation?
Yes.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Am I what?
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Sure, why not?
You want to come here? Is that you?
Sure.
What's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Tom?
Chip.
Oh, Chip. Hi, Chip.
Where are you from, Michelle?
I'm from Canada.
From Canada. Lovely.
Yes.
Where in Canada?
Alberta, Edmonton.
Alberta. Okay.
Near
I've been
the
to
Rocky
Toronto.
Mountains.
I only so maybe somebody will say Toronto and I'm like, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, we're west of there
You
a
are.
little bit. Yeah.
Oh, love it. So I'm an animal rights activist and I try to speak on behalf of animals. How do you feel about animals?
I worry for animals.
You worry for animals?
I do.
In what way?
Well, I mean, we're not looking after our planet very well.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the habitats or places where animals live are being threatened by all kinds of things. Overfishing in the waters and climate. The warming climate is posing a threat.
Are you an environmentalist?
I wouldn't describe myself that way, but I care about the planet.
You care about
and
the
every
planet?
being that lives on it.
Why does the planet matter?
That's our home.
It's our home. Yeah. So it matters because of the inhabitants on this planet, right?
Yes, we need to take care of our home.
I agree. Do you think that if we lived in a world where we oppressed certain individuals on this planet, that we should first tackle that and then the planet itself? Or maybe not even one before the other, but roughly at the same time or something? Aren't both important?
That's a great question, Chip.
Yeah.
Where do you start?
Where do you start? But let me
Start here?
You start here. You start with making the choices that you can make so that individuals are not oppressed for you, so that the planet is okay for you, right? Do you think that there are certain choices when it comes to animals, for example, maybe buying animal products that are oppressing animals?
Yeah. and I probably don't investigate enough to see about the products that I'm buying and the impact that they would be having. I realize sometimes we have to test on animals in order to.
We actually don't even have to do that.
We don't. Okay, in my
Yeah, 96% of the things we test on animals are not translatable to humans.
Is that right?
Yeah, and we have organs on chips, and we have other ways to test it.
So we don't have to.
We don't have to. The biggest reason why we test on animals is because it's the cheapest way to do it. And corporations, instead of paying subjects, giving money to people, it's easier to just buy an animal or a lot of animals and test it on animals. If you had to do it on people, you would have to get consent, which would require to pay them a lot of money, which would require a lot of, and they don't want to give money. Let's face it, it's capitalism. Huh? Yeah, but when it comes to these products, for example, animal products like in the shape of food or clothing, we can always choose something else. We as the consumers,
Yes.
we can always choose something else, right? And for us, it's as simple as in a supermarket, instead of picking this product, we pick this other product. Or in the restaurant, instead of choosing this product, we choose this other product. But on this other side, when we pick an animal product, the animals are forced into a slaughterhouse.
Yes.
They're treated exactly like an object.
Yes.
Because dairy cows, for example, when they can no longer give milk, they get killed.
Yes.
Their babies are stolen from them. I don't know if you know about the practice.
I know some of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So what are we going to do?
Well, I decided to be vegan because I don't want to be part of it, and I also am speaking up on behalf of animals to try and speak to people to get people to change.
Yeah.
Do you think you should be vegan also?
Yes, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a ways from doing that. That's for sure.
Yeah, and if you care about the environment, by the way, the environmental impact of a vegan is a quarter of that of somebody who consumes animal products,
Okay.
like meat and stuff.
Okay.
So,
You certainly have me thinking.
so how many more animals should be exploited, slaughtered for you from now on?
The perfect answer would be 0.
Yeah, you can do that today by going vegan, okay? Let me give you a card. How about
Okay.
we do this?
Sure.
There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can give that a watch?
Sure, I could
And
do that.
until you watch it, do you think you can choose to not buy any animal products? Not demand their exploitation
Well,
anymore?
I'll certainly.
For the animals, not for myself.
I know.
For them.
I know. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
Cheers. I don't think she'll change. Just felt like words in the wind more than anything. We love her. Just felt like words in the wind more than anything. She was a nice person, but this question at the end always kind of. Ben says, I think she will. I hope so, Ben. I don't know. This question at the end always kind of sums it up, huh? When they say, we'll see, or I don't know, or. Just tells me a lot. Especially if they can't do it until they watch the video. That's to me. That's like to me the red flag, right? If you can't stop consuming animal products for 2 or 3 meals until you watch a video, I think that's a little bit of a problem. But you know, one can only hope. That's what we do. We try to have conversations with people. Eggs are not bad in my opinion. Well, luckily, Please Be Kind, which is a lovely name, Please Be Kind 111. There's a 3-minute video in the description of the stream. Give that a watch. You'll see what the problem is with eggs. Maybe you weren't informed, and that's fine. A lot of us aren't. A lot of us just imagine that this whole idyllic view. You guys want to have a conversation about eggs or milk or stuff like that? Chip, can I go pescatarian instead? Can you still oppress animals but not eat the flesh of some? I mean, you would still be an animal oppressor. I don't know what your goal is. If your goal is that, or if you care about animals and you don't want animals to be oppressed for you, then the only way is to be vegan. Okay, we have to go through eggs because I see that nobody can actually go and watch a 3-minute video. It's too much to ask for people nowadays to get informed by simply watching a 3-minute video. That's fine. That's the world we live in, so I guess I gotta educate you. So it's pretty simple. The chickens that lay eggs are not the same breed that the chickens that produce meat, that are made for meat. The chickens that lay eggs are selectively bred to lay up to 300 eggs. The chickens that are made for meat, they're selectively bred to grow super fast. In fact, in like 42 days, they reach peak as big as they can get, and then they kill them, of course, to eat them. They can live 10 years, FYI, so they kill them at 42 days. The chickens that are grown for eggs, as I said, they've been selectively bred to lay 300 eggs per day, 300 eggs per year. First of all, that's extremely taxing on the system. That's extremely bad for them. Second, obviously, with every chicken that is born, there's a 50-50 chance that they're either male or female. So when a chicken gets born, they're either going to be male or female. The male will get butchered, will get essentially blended up alive on their first day of life. Or they get asphyxiated to death. Like sometimes they put them in a bag and they just asphyxiate them to death. The male chicks, the ones that don't produce eggs, the ones that are the same breed. You want to have a conversation? Now the female chicks, they will go into your backyard, they will go into a large farm, they will go into a small farm. You know, this is called a hatchery that does all this. And in this hatchery, you don't know where the chicken will go. Now when the chicken comes to a small yard, to a backyard, you may say, well, I treat them nicely, but you're neglecting all the other stuff that happened before that, right? Like the slaughtering of the male chicks, which you would be supporting.
Ciao, vuoi parlare con me?
You wanna have a conversation? I don't know what you said. You said something in Italian.
I was talking in Italian and asking you if you wanted to chat with me.
Yeah, you wanna have a conversation?
Okay.
Are you okay being live on YouTube? I mean, you okay? You wanna come here? Is that your review?
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Iole.
Yole, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I guess you're from Italy.
Yeah, I'm from Italy.
Do you live here or do you live in Italy?
We live in Italy, in Naples. So
Oh.
we have the best pizza ever there.
I love it. I
You
love
have
it.
to try it.
So I'm an animal rights activist. I try to speak up on the behalf of animals. How do you feel about animals?
How I feel about animals. I have lots of friends that are like very animalistic person, but
What do you mean by that?
yeah, they love animals. They are trying to be vegetarian and something like that. I tried, but I understood that that's not my thing because I need like a lot of energy to do sports and etc. So
So you need
I
a lot of
can't
calories.
be. Yeah, I need meat, a lot of meat.
You need meat?
Yeah.
What
and,
exactly is it that you need from me?
I don't know. Maybe the type of protein, like B12, something like that, is called. I don't know.
Oh, that's a vitamin, but
Yeah.
do you know that B12 is not produced by any of these animals? They're fed the supplement so that you can get it.
Yeah, I know
So
that.
you can also get the supplement yourself, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what if, let me put it this hypothetically speaking, if cows, chickens, and pigs, they all get a virus and we can no longer breed them into existence, would you start consuming cats and dogs?
I really
Or would you eat,
can't imagine
or
that.
would you eat plant-based in that situation?
Oh, plant-based.
Plant-based.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you give the regards to the cows, chickens, and pigs then?
I try to. Most of the time, I honestly try to. Also, my mother, my mother doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
She only eats it when she's in a social occasion and she can say no. So
Well, she can say no, right?
yeah, she sometimes in Naples, I don't know if you know Italian culture, but sometimes you can say no to food.
What happens if you say no?
If you say no, people will be really upset and think you're.
So what's worse, somebody being upset or somebody having their throat cut?
Maybe you're right, but you know, it's our culture. We can change it.
But what if my culture, I come from Romania originally, but let's say I just get accustomed to the Netherlands, I become the prime minister, and in 100 years, I make the culture of Netherlands killing and eating Italians.
You're right.
Should we continue doing that culture?
Maybe not. Maybe not. but,
Yeah. So
you
why?
know.
Because you deserve to live, right?
I guess so.
Why do you deserve to live?
Maybe because I want to realize my dreams. You know.
Yeah, do you think animals want to live also? That they?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
They should have to.
So do you think that then you should make the choices that don't infringe on their right to live? Just like somebody should make the choices to not infringe on your life to live?
Yeah, you're right. You got a point.
Yeah.
You got a point.
So how many more animals should be exploited for you from now? Should it be 0 or more than 0?
I'll try more. I'll try more.
I guess you mean 0 because I don't think you want more animals to be exploited. There's a documentary here called
Okay.
Dominion. Do you think you can give that a watch?
Yes, thank
Just
you.
to know
Can I
what
take
animals
it?
go through. Yeah, please take it.
Thank
And
you.
until you watch it, do you think you can choose to not exploit any animals, not to
Okay.
demand their exploitation?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good one. Cheers. I think we're done, everyone, because it's time for the We the Free activism. What I wanted to say to finish with the eggs was, so after the hatchery stuff, they go obviously to a small farm, large farm, or whatever. And on most of the farms, when the chickens no longer lay 7 eggs per week, even if their production declines to like 5 eggs per week, they kill them. I was on a farm, on a biological farm with an organization that buys chickens from the farmers. And what happened was we bought 2 chickens that were about to go into a sanctuary essentially. And when he gave us the chickens, he gave them by the legs. He broke their legs as he gave them their chickens. These chickens were gonna get freedom for the first time in their life. And this farmer didn't even care enough to hand them over nicely to us, but he broke their leg, one of the chicken's legs actually. And they had to stay in a cast for a couple of weeks. It's just sad. This is how we see animals. And I'm just saying, don't be the person who puts animals in this position. As much as you wanna, as much as your emotions tell you that it's something that you've always been doing, as much as your emotions tell you that I'm going to be missing out on something, you're not. You're going to be enjoying life just as much. You're going to be having food enjoyment just as much. I have between 4,000 and 5,000 calories every day. I eat a lot, by the way, because I'm a pretty big guy. If I can get between 4,000 and 5,000 calories, you can definitely get a lot of it. Yesterday I got 320 grams of protein. Like, for crying out loud, you can get as much protein as you want. You can be healthy. You can thrive on it. Stop making it about yourself, because that's all you need to know. You can be healthy. That's all you need to know. And the minute that you choose this other option, which maybe you can be also healthy on that option, I'm not saying no, but the minute you choose this other option, an innocent sentient being, somebody who has emotions and feels just like you do, is going to get forced into a slaughterhouse, treated like an object, maybe forced even into a gas chamber if it comes to pigs. And all of it for something you don't actually need. All of it because you're afraid of missing out. You want to have a conversation?
Yes, sure.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
You want to come here?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Thomas.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you,
Hi.
Thomas. Where are you from?
Here in Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay.
Yes.
So, Thomas, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
Yes. Well, I have a few pets at home, so I'm all about.
You have like cats, or what is it?
I have 1 cat and 2 bunnies.
1 cat and 2 bunnies.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
What are the names?
Droppy is the cat, and the bunnies are Nijntje and Snor.
Droopy and Nijntje and Snor.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
some cool names. So have you noticed that do they have a personality? How do you see them?
Well, Droppy the cat is more it's very huggy. It mostly comes. It's a in the Netherlands we call it a schootkat. So dus a lap. It sits on your lap mostly, and the bunnies are a bit more. How do you say it?
Afraid.
Yeah, afraid. They
Yeah.
mostly run away from you, also because they have the whole backyard to run from.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, they are sometimes they are very cute.
Do you think that their experience matters to them? Their experience of life?
Experience? What do you mean?
Like, so we have an experience of life, right? Like how
Yeah.
we walk around, we form memories, we form emotions.
that they
They
know
have that
they are
too.
alive.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do you think that experience matters to them?
Yeah, I think that's true because because they are pets, they don't have to have their natural instincts that they have to follow,
Yeah.
and they can be more social, I think.
Yeah. So if their experience matters to them, we should respect that, right? Like we shouldn't
sure.
be.
So, I'm 100%
Yeah.
agree.
Do you think that we should do that to all animals, to respect their experience in that way? If we don't need to use them or kill them, we should just respect them and leave them alone?
Yeah. I very much agree.
Do you think that when we buy animal products like cheese, like eggs, like milk, like meat, we are actually intervening in the experience of certain animals and we don't need to?
Yeah, sometimes I do think about that. I do eat meat and drink milk, that animal products. But yeah, it's a bit hard because meat. I like to eat it. But also the backstory about that an animal is killed for that. So
Would you eat
that's-
bunnies or cats?
No, no, no.
No, because you acknowledge that you already see them as the individuals that they are, right?
Yes.
But do you if you think logically, are these
Yeah.
other animals not just as much individuals as these animals are?
Well, I think it's mostly because I don't have a cow or a chicken as a pet at
Yeah.
home. So maybe because
Yeah, but logically, if you think about it, is there any reason why the bunnies and the cats would be more individuals than the cows, chickens, or pigs?
when you logically think about it, actually not. It's,
Not, yeah. And then don't you think that we should make these decisions whether to kill them or use them based on the logical process, not something we enjoy or something like emotional, like
Yeah.
we get pleasure out of it?
Of course, it's from our natural instinct that we eat meat.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to abuse the animals, like do experiments on them or.
Why would it be bad to abuse an animal?
Well, because I do think they do have some sort of life and a meaning for that.
Yeah, but so shouldn't the same reason why it's wrong to abuse an animal be the same reason why it's also wrong to bring them to life and kill them for a product we don't need? Because we can live without eating meat, and nowadays we have so many plant-based meats and so many other products. Like, is the taste difference between these products really justify all the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter that animals go through?
Wait, what's the question again?
Yeah, sure. So nowadays we have these plant-based products that resemble meat.
Yeah.
Do you think that the difference between the taste of that and the taste of meat, which there is a difference,
Yeah.
do you think that difference justifies erasing the whole existence away from an animal?
Yeah.
10 minutes of pleasure for us, a whole existence for them.
Yeah. It's actually kind of cruel if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think we have some responsibility in this cruelty?
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we indeed slaughter them for just our pleasure.
Exactly. And do you think that, what do you think we, like you and me, can do about it?
Well, I think you can start about going vegan, eat vegan products, help with animal rights, like what you were doing, the social experiment here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that helps bring the
Attention to them.
attention. That was the word. Yeah, bring attention to the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really good what you're doing here.
So I'm gonna give you a card, but before I do that,
Yeah,
I want to
sure.
ask you, how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on?
Well, I was already thinking about eating less meat, but I don't know if I can go full vegan because things like milk and eggs, I eat and drink them daily.
Do this
Yes?
for me. I'll give you this card. There's a
Uh-huh.
documentary called Dominion here. Do you
Yes.
think you can give that a watch? And
Yeah,
until you
sure.
watch that, you don't consume any animal products? Do you think you can do that?
That's I will do that. I think I will watch it right now.
I appreciate you,
Hey.
man. Thank you
Hey.
so much.
No problem.
And,
Have
you
a
have
great
my
one.
YouTube channel and everything
Bye.
there, okay? Cheers. That's it, everyone. That's it. I gotta end this. I gotta end it. Yeah. Yeah, he was a nice. She was also open-minded?
Yeah, sure,
Oh,
sure.
she's-
I gave it with the free code.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he was really cool. He was really cool.
Alright, yeah. Hello.
Marcellus, the
Hiya,
other
Chippy.
animal activist.
Where's Tasha going?
She's a bit late, she said, so she's gonna, yeah. Well, that's okay. We'll do.
I'll take a sign then later.
Chip, please do these interviews in front of a butcher shop so that we can get more scandalous, or why? Have you done these things in front of a butcher shop?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I actually
I
said,
don't wanna,
I sat with the TV in front of a butcher shop and everybody just got super triggered. Super triggered. Everybody's just like, what do you mean this accomplish? Go back to your country. How dare you do this here? Yeah, so no, it's not really productive. The most productive is just this, I think, or what we do with We the Free.
Exactly. Do it in peaceful manner, right?
Yeah, I have a little challenge for everybody here in the chat. There's a 3-minute video in the description of this stream. It's a challenge. Not everybody can watch it. So let's see if you can actually watch it. Some people are like, oh, I'm too afraid to watch it, and that's fine, you know. Not everybody has the courage to watch a 3-minute video to get informed about what it is that they're supporting. But if you have the courage to do it, let's see you. I challenge you right now to watch the 3-minute video. I'm gonna go now, but this is a challenge for you guys, okay? Watch the 3-minute video and see how you feel about it. Hey, nice to see you here, B12 babe. Thank you so much everybody for being here. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know when that will be. Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those. But thank you so much for being here. I gotta give a shout out right to Draculum because he was the first person to comment on the stream the last time, and we give a shout outs to people who comment the first. Sometimes we give shout outs to also people who comment the second and the third, but I just don't always know. Jason said he watched it. Jason, see? Jason was courageous enough to watch it. Everybody should have the guts to watch it, huh?